Alright. Hopefully, hopefully everything's working here. It's the first time doing this, streaming on multiple platforms. Everything seems to be working on my end. Looks like the chat is synced up with each other. I love how like if one person posts on YouTube, it automatically relays it over to Twitch or vice versa. Seems to be working well. Such a cool thing, actually. I'm loving this so far. It was actually surprisingly simple to set up as well. You should jump on it, TCD. It's pretty fucking awesome. Anyway, hey guys. Hope you all have been well. Also, Sinister Smile, it's good to see you. But yes, I am currently streaming from Restream. This is how I'm able to, you know, plaster myself onto multiple platforms. And it seems to be working okay so far. This is, you know, this is very experimental for me. It's probably going to be a very short stream. I'm just kind of testing the waters here, you know, just seeing how this all fares. You know, before I do anything serious, I really wanted to see if this actually worked, and so far it seems like it's working okay. Probably just do a little bit of Borderlands or something for a minute. Gonna keep watching on Twitch. Hey, Meme Queen. Long time no see. I hope you've been well. Alright, let's go ahead and just put myself down in the corner. I don't look all that amazing today. You know, this was kind of a last minute decision to to do this. I wasn't even sure if I, you know, was going to stream today. I guess it wasn't really planned or anything. Hence why, you know, I didn't do my hair or anything. But yeah, it's good to see you guys. Thanks for coming on in. I'm just glad that everything seems to be working well with the whole multi-streaming thing. Because that was kind of the point of the stream, really, was just to mainly test that out. It's not really, you know, like I said, it's not really a serious stream by any means. You know, I wanted to test it out first before I really did something serious. Because just in case things didn't work. But everything seems to be pretty good. I like how, you know, I can see both chats in one application. It's really cool. Whoever came up with this, you have my thumbs up, my approval. Anyway, though, yeah, I hope you guys have been doing good. Been very busy the last couple weeks. Hence why I haven't been streaming as much as I've wanted to. Hopefully that's going to change this weekend. I should get some time this weekend to do some more streaming. It's also a matter of what I'm going to actually stream. Like, I'm not sure about continuing the Doom Eternal playthrough because let's actually hold on. Let's start Borderlands here. We'll just keep my music going in the background. Let's see. But yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna even continue. Where's Bloodlines? There it is. I'm not sure if I'm gonna continue my Doom Eternal playthrough because, well, for one, there's that update that came out that screwed with the game. Oh lord, I'm sorry about the fucking intros. May have turned down. Wait, you know, let me just. Oh, did I just mute myself? I think I just mute myself. Or muted myself. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry about that. I meant to mute the goddamn in-game audio. Ugh, what am I doing? This is why this is not a serious stream. It's not. I'm sorry about that. I did the complete opposite of what I was originally trying to do, which was mute the sound, like the in-game sound, so it wasn't so loud. Or, well, so there'd be no sound, so you guys couldn't hear the game because of how fucking loud it is, and then I ended up muting myself instead. Oh my god. Fucking idiot. Okay. Sorry about that. Anyway, let me make sure. Is everything looking okay? Looks like it. Wonder. I don't know how Nightbot is gonna work now that I'm streaming on 2 different platforms. I'm worried about the whole bot thing. I know I have this new Restream bot, but I don't think it actually moderates. I don't think there's any functions for moderation. So that's kind of my my only concern. I did leave Nightbot on. I just wanted to see what actually happened. So Nightbot is still on my Twitch channel, but whether or not it still works is another question. I haven't seen anything from Nightbot yet, so... Anyway. When I accidentally muted myself, I was just talking about how I'm not sure I'm going to continue my Doom Eternal playthrough because it'd just be weird to... Since I'm streaming on both YouTube and Twitch, it'd be kind of weird for the people who have just started watching me on YouTube and haven't really been watching me on Twitch. You know, for me to just all of a sudden like for me to continue my Doom playthrough when, you know, they really haven't seen the rest of the playthrough. Like I'm already like halfway through the game. I'm not sure how far I am, but I'm somewhere in the game, and I just don't want to confuse people, is what I'm trying to say. So, I might start a new game. That and apparently the, yeah, the new update they released works the game, which I probably already mentioned. Angel Abbott. Probably butchered that. It's good to see you. Welcome on in. Welcome on in, everybody who's, you know, just stopping in. It's good to see you guys. don't expect too much this stream. It's just merely a test stream to see if this whole multi-stream thing works. Which, yeah, so far so good. Just gonna do a little bit of Borderlands. Very chill. I'll probably just go back to the armory or something and do a run or two, and then that's it. I have to get back to being a mod in another stream. Alright, sounds good. I hope you have a great rest of your day and week, New Queen. It's good to see you. Thanks for coming in. It's always nice to have you. Hope you have a good time moderating in that other stream. Anyway, yeah, it's just a matter of figuring out what other games I want to play. You guys can always suggest things. I could start that Resident Evil playthrough, Resident Evil 3 remake playthrough that I, was thinking about doing. Because I still haven't started that game yet. Got a lot of what? Oh, on your side of things, you got a lot of windows. Okay, I was like, I thought you meant like on my stream itself. Like I was like, what? I hope not. No, it's all good, man. It's all good. I appreciate you coming in though and helping me make sure things are Gucci. Oh, there's Nightbot. Now, I don't think Nightbot gets relayed to the to YouTube, which is actually kind of good. Maybe I can get Nightbot set up on YouTube as well, like as a separate thing. I'm not sure if that works though, if you can have multiple Nightbots running at the same time. I could try it though, because I was kind of worried about that and if they would overlap each other, but I think we're good. All right, let's head on over to the armory. Oh, you're working. Gotcha. Gotcha. Might as well get mediocre vial going. Let's just get the Godspeed this time. Godspeed it up. I'm trying to think of anything interesting to say, honestly. Anything interesting I could talk about. If you don't mind me asking, what do you do for a living? Well, as it stands, with this whole pandemic going on, nothing. These streams are as close as, as close to a job as I can think of. Which, they're not a job. It's not like I'm, doing this, able to do this like full time or anything. Oh Lord. They almost ran me over there. But, yeah. I honestly haven't been doing anything for the last little bit as far as, a job is concerned. Unfortunately. I'm just kind of waiting for things to die down, before I continue my search, my job search. I did have a job there I should have stuck with it. I didn't like it, honestly. But I kind of do regret not giving it more of a chance. I'm not sure if that would have changed anything, but yeah, I was a security surveillance operator of sorts. Like I would just essentially just watch security cameras all day for 8 hours. But it was only like a weekend shift. And I should have probably stuck with that, but it's just more of what I already do all the time. And it's just like, do I really need that? You know what I mean? Do I really just need to just sit there? It's not even that exciting. I mean, sometimes you'll get something cool to pop up on the cameras, but most of the time it's just you. We might as well kill Ajax over here. Most of the time it's just correcting errors that the camera, you know, mistakes as suspicious activity. Okay, I think we gotta kill these guys, don't we? Kind of lessen the pack for Ajax to come out, right? Or no, there he is. Oh, the myriad. What grenades do I? You know what? I'm not. Oh, Lord. Hey! Origin. How are you? Oh, come on, man. Are you fucking serious? Just get him. There we go. Oh, that actually does affect him. Nice. God damn it. It's not worth a damn. It's not worth my time. I think the game is muted. Oh. Whoops. There we go. I know. I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on. I'm just glad that this, you know, isn't a for real stream. I feel a little bit better knowing that I'm just coming on here for a minute. Just kind of fucking around, testing this restream out. You know, just it makes me feel better that it's not really anything, you know, to write home about. This stream. And we all know that I make stupid mistakes like that all the time. It's nothing new. Fucking. I don't even really have to waste time with these guys, honestly. Let's just get to the armory. The main reason I also want to do the armory is because it's so much easier to read the chat and look over and check the... make sure things are... I guess I could. You know what? Because I can. Another notch on my whip. People jumping in a cubicle. You wish. I'm alright, excited for the 29th. What's happening on the 29th? Is there a game that comes out or something that I'm unaware of? Alright, here we go. Let's just launch ourselves in there. I might even stream Doom 2016. Because I don't know, I feel bad for getting like halfway through my Doom Eternal playthrough. I'm just calling it quits. Let me take these off. It's not like I'm calling it quits just on the game in general. Like I'm most likely just going to continue it off stream. But it's just the main reason I'd be stopping it is because to avoid confusion from people who are just now watching that playthrough on my YouTube. If I were to start streaming it from my YouTube
This'll help.
as well, since it's been just a Twitch thing. That's my main issue.
Always nice to get resupply.
So I might just go back to Doom 2016 and just do a hard difficulty playthrough. Because I still want to do a Doom game. And I've been meaning to revisit 2016 anyway. It won't be like a blind playthrough. I mean, well, it's been so fucking long since I've actually played through that game. Pretty much when it came out in 2016 was the last time I played it, so, well, played through the campaign anyway. I believe they released like an arcade mode, which maybe I'll stream that. Which I think you just, you know, have all the weapons available right at the start.
All right, we
And
got
just do it on like
guns over
hard
here.
difficulty. Surprised you're not playing the remaster?
Always
Well,
nice to get resupply.
I just have mixed opinions on the remaster. I personally just prefer the original to it.
Always room for more loot.
Yeah, exactly, D-Master. That's what I like to think it is. I just don't really care for it.
All right, we got guns over here.
It goes multiple steps backwards.
Armaments here.
It's just, I don't know. The OG game is the best way to play this game. Though if you're a fan of the, you know, the mini-map and, you
This'll
know,
help.
more of a Borderlands 2 feel, then the Enhanced is for you. But, actually, why am I not... Do I have the... No, I still do have the Millennium out from last time.
Always nice to get resupply.
I can always just look at the bottom of the screen, too. It says right there.
You never have enough stuff.
Never have enough ass. Also, TCD, there's a way that I can make, Discord post my stream, just through Restream itself. And I have it connected to my Twitter. There's a way I can have it go through Discord, but, you know, I wanted your approval first because I'm not sure how that works. Like, I can add it as a bot to our server, but I don't know if, you know, if I should or not. So I was wanting to know if that's something that,
Armaments here.
you know, I want to make sure with you first. Because if not, it's fine. I just don't want to screw anything up with the server, you know. I don't really know how that works. You know, our server still posts my Twitch stream,
This'll help.
so it's not really a big deal. I don't really need to do that.
Always nice to
I'm
get
just assuming
resupply.
it might just post both links or something. I mean, I could look on my Twitter and see what it did. That's my guess. I can't think of an, you know, because I don't think Restream has its own platform that you can watch from. Though I could be wrong. I don't know. Sure by me. Yeah. I think, you know, our server's pretty okay. I mean, we've got plenty of mods, I guess, if though you know, the bots do have some cool functions. Let's see, what was I doing? I don't know what I was doing. Can you increase the FOV in this game? Yes. This is the base FOV. I know, I'm a pleb. Plays at the default FOV. It's just what I've been accustomed to. But, you know, I'm sorry that you guys have to endure it. But it is possible to increase it in this game. I don't know if you're asking me to increase it or if you're just wondering if you can just increase it in this game, but that is one thing that Borderlands Remaster does better is, you know, it just has an FOV slider, which this game doesn't. And there's of course workarounds to change the FOV in the original, but it's a pain in the ass and it always resets on you. That's also another reason why I don't do it. I don't know.
This'll help.
The you know, normal FOV just has never bothered me. Some games it does, some games it doesn't, you know, so it depends on the game, but I started playing this game on consoles back when it came out, so that's probably why I'm just kind of used to this. Bitch Salty doesn't want to host it. Do it, man. You should.
You never have enough stuff.
But yeah, I don't really need to, you know, put the bot in our server. It's not really a big deal now that I think about it, you know, since it just posts my Twitch stream anyway. So I don't really need to worry about it.
Armamenty.
Armamenty. A lot of equalizers, which makes sense.
All right, we got guns over here.
What's your favorite weapon manufacturer? In Borderlands 1? What was it? Probably Vladoff? Vladoff is usually my favorite. I'm all about the fire rate. But I also love Hyperion. And I love Torp. Oh, and Atlas. I can't forget Atlas. Atlas is also up there. But if we're talking like all-time favorite, including just for the other games as well, it's Vladoff. Oh yeah, I forgot I have my music going in the background. Let's just turn the game music down. It's just so quiet that I didn't even hear it. I mean, you guys might be able to hear it better than me on your end, but like I just barely got a glimpse of it and realized like, oh shit, I got my music in the background. Whoops.
All right, we got guns over here.
Wasn't Jacobs your favorite manufacturer TC in Borderlands 3? Purely because of the um, the fucking M1 Grand ping sound that some of the guns have.
Never have a this'll help.
But yeah, I appreciate you guys coming in and watching. You know, I know this isn't much.
Alright, we got guns over here.
And you guys might still be seeing more of these Borderlands streams until I figure out what the hell I'm going to be doing next, as far as my next playthrough. But, you know, I'll give it some thought over the rest of the week. Yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards Doom 2016.
Always nice to get resupply.
Or Resident Evil 3 Remake. Or some other game I just, you know, haven't played,
Always room for
but I
more
need to
loot.
play. Vladoff and Jacobs are tied. Actually, Vladoff slightly ahead of Jacobs. Yeah, dude, we need to do a stream together.
Armaments here.
The reason I haven't these last couple streams is just because I'm just testing things out, you know. You know, I wanted to make sure that I could fully explain what was going on. But probably next stream, actually, we could do something. If I do some more Borderlands, or doesn't even have to be Borderlands, but. Have I ever played Dark Souls?
Alright, we got guns over here.
Is that even a question? Yes, I've played a lot of Dark Souls. Exactly.
This'll
TCD
help.
was already on it with the answer.
Always nice to get resupply.
But yes, I love the Dark Souls series and Bloodborne, just the Soulsborne series.
Always room for more loot.
That's also something I've been, the Soulsborne games are something I've considered going back to on stream. I'm not sure about Bloodborne, because I don't have my capture card set up anymore. I'd have to set it up again. I just don't really want to. Especially with the news of Bloodborne maybe coming to PC. Still not confirmed,
You
but
never have enough stuff.
I've been seeing that pop up recently, which I really hope it is. God, I hope so. Alright, let's do another run. I've actually been listening to this soundtrack by Alex Rowe, who's known for making very Soulsborne-y type music. Like he just released this new album that sounds like straight out of Bloodborne. so good. And just listening to it has made me want to go back and play that game. But yeah, I'd love to revisit those games on stream. I could even do my OG Dark Souls 2 playthrough on stream, which, you know, something I've been meaning to do anyway, just because I've never played through the original Dark Souls 2. I've only played through the Scholar of the First Sin version. But that would be exciting because there's a lot of things like the enemy placement is just different. So it'd be kind of like doing a new, you know, playing through for the first time. So there'd be, you know, a lot of surprises. Even if it's a lot of things are the same, you know, just the fact of the enemy layout, and then I think the item placement and there's other things that's, you know, different with it, but I think that would offer a fresh new take on the game. That'd be probably pretty exciting for not only me, but for you guys. I know my hair looks extra edgy today. I didn't really put very much effort into doing my hair.
This'll help.
Because I wasn't even planning on streaming today. It was just gonna be a chill day of sorts.
All right, we got guns over here.
But I was like, you know what? Let's test out this restream program, see if it works. I'd like to
Always nice to
make
get
sure it works before I do anything too crazy. Like, I'd rather not, you know, start a new game and then, you know, come on here and for everything to be fucked. You know, like, I want to make sure it's all, you know, function properly. Which, again, so far, everything seems to be good. Let me actually check over here. Looks like we're still live on both platforms. I'll probably just put Nightbots on YouTube as well. I think that's what I'm gonna do.
All right,
Because
we
they
got
don't
guns
seem to be
over here.
overlapping each other. So, might as well.
Armaments here.
See if we can get anything.
This'll help.
I feel like that last one was kind of kind of iffy. I mean, we got that Unforgiven towards the end.
Always nice to get
But,
resupply.
I don't think there was anything else notable about it. Hornet.
You never have enough stuff.
It took me around 1 week of farming the Armory and Craw just to get a pearl. Oh wow. You got a Nemesis though.
All right, we got guns over here.
I farmed the shit out of the Armory and Craw and I've still never seen a Nemesis. So that's really lucky. Consider yourself very lucky.
Armaments here.
And if you can manage to nab yourself a Nemesis hybrid, it's one of the rarest things you can get,
This'll help.
if not the rarest thing, I think. I can't remember if that's what we consider to be the rarest gun in the game.
Always room for more loot.
Alright. That's part of why I love this game so much, is just the fact that some of these things are so incredibly rare that you may not ever see them. But it's just that prospect of that you might, that there's a chance. You're telling me there's a chance. It keeps me playing.
This'll help.
And then there's stuff like TC's bloodless weapons that also
Always room
give
for
another
more
reason
loot.
to keep playing.
Armaments here.
Because you may not ever see one, but it's just that the prospect of that you might that is very exciting.
All right, we got guns.
And then
over
if you
here.
ever do get one, it's, man, I can only imagine just the satisfaction. It's just like, man, you know, spent all this time,
Never have enough stuff.
and now you finally got what you were looking for. And I'm not saying that you should honestly just play this game constantly thinking about and hoping for Bloodless to drop, or just some of these weapons that are extremely rare. Because, yeah, that's probably
All
not
right, we got guns over here.
the best way to go. Just it's a way to get yourself burned out really quick.
This'll help.
Since those are like the only things on your mind, and that's, you know, if it's, like I said, like you may never ever see them in your time playing. So if you're just specifically looking for those, chances are you're gonna get burnt out. It's just that you might, you know, like while you're doing other shit, while you're getting other things, that you might.
Armaments here.
Is what's so awesome. Anyway, I got back Pearls with Craw. Nice. What do you think of what happened
Always room for
to Maya in Borderlands 3? Well, God. It was a shit show. Just the whole story in general of Borderlands 3 is just an absolute shit show. That scene pissed me off. Like, it's not even, you know, that barely scratched the surface of how I actually felt, you know. Just the amount of rage that I felt, and
always room for more.
you know, I think during that scene I was more focused on, you know, obviously I was upset that they killed off Maya. Which, you know, spoiler alert to anyone who hasn't played, hopefully everybody's in the chat, you know, has played Borderlands 3 by now.
All right, we got guns over
But, you know, it wasn't merely the, you know, the fact that they killed off Maya that pissed me off. I mean, obviously that did. But,
here. This'll help.
there's also just the way they did it, and how, I think, like, at the time, like, during that moment, and I wish I would have got my reaction. But I was so upset with just how the player character is practically like non-existent during these cutscenes. Like, when in reality your character should have been there, like in the cutscene, but for whatever reason the game, like, you know, that's part of why it sucked so much, the story, just, you know, just because they treat your character like he's just not there majority of the time, mainly in cutscenes. Just like when a cutscene happens, you know, and there are a few instances Where you're not invisible. But it just doesn't add up. There's no consistency with the story. There's no consistency with anything that goes on. And it's one of the game's biggest drawbacks. But the gameplay, thankfully, is good. It's just, you know, I don't really agree with the things that they're doing with the drop rates on the legendaries.
Always nice to get resupplied.
You know, I want my legendaries rare. I want them hard to find. And I know this game throws you, you know, it's kind of ironic because I'm going through the armory, which gives me a lot of legendaries, but
Always room for more
you know,
loot.
it's a different story. It's just, it's different because just with the way the weapons work in this game, and also while you're getting quite a few legendaries here, it's not nearly as many as you would find in Borderlands 3. Like, it gets to the point where, like, you know, the game is just fucking puking legendaries. Just like literally every enemy, well, not every enemy, but like the badass enemies, like for whatever reason Gearbox thought it was a good idea to just have like badass enemies drop, like have a high chance of dropping legendaries.
We
Like,
got guns over here.
I know my time of playing the game, I've seen like so many legendaries drop from, like, more than one too, drop from badasses, and I know it can be extreme on like Mayhem,
Armaments here.
with the Mayhem modifiers. The drop rates are even more ridiculous. I personally haven't experienced it because I haven't done any of the Mayhem mode yet because I just haven't touched the end game. I'm at the end game. I just haven't done much, you know, since I beat the game and played through the DLC. Because I just kind of been burnt out from Borderlands 3. So I haven't really given it much of a shot, but I've just, from what I've seen online from other people, like, it's just the drop rates are just absolutely ridiculous. Like, their whole mini-map is just covered with that little star symbol, you know, the basically the legendary symbol. Like, there's just legendaries everywhere. It's just like, man, like, everyone thought this game gave you a lot of legendaries. And that game, you know, the difference also lies in the fact that the game is intentionally giving you a lot of legendaries because it's you know, it's catering to the casuals. It's catering to the people who, you know, don't have as much time on their hands, which, you know, I understand, but for the people, you know, it's not really fair for the hardcore people, you know. Games shouldn't just be tailored specifically for people who, you know, they need to find like a good balance for everybody, but, you know, not lean so far in one direction. Anyway, I guess I'll do one more run. I've heard that legendary iridiums are very rare, but I'm not sure how rare. Because I got one before my first run. They are pretty rare. I have seen a handful of those, though, at this point. But, I personally think pearlescents are a little bit more rare. It really depends, though. They're definitely up there with pearlescents in terms of how hard they are to find. Oh, fucking Strangle Troy, yeah. I mean, Tyrene, though. I feel like Tyrene was worse You know, Troy wasn't. You know, Troy had his moments. They both had their moments. They're very few and far between, like very. But there's a couple moments there where I actually liked them, like, and that's saying something. But you know, I wouldn't. Maybe I wouldn't go as far as saying I liked them, but they weren't as terrible. They were actually slightly tolerable. Like, I loved how they, you know, I love the sibling rivalry going on between them. I just wish those moments were more of, you know, more of an abundance, you know, throughout the campaign. Because I would have really enjoyed that. I enjoyed those little moments when that happened. But yeah, Tyreen was, in my opinion, more annoying than Troy. Though that doesn't make Troy any less annoying. I'm just saying I enjoyed him a little bit more than Tyreen.
This'll help.
That fucker killed Maya. Yeah, like you know, I feel like that's.
Armaments here.
You know, it was really both him and Tyreen.
All right, we got
You
guns
know,
over here.
wasn't specifically just Troy. But yeah, I can see why you'd be pissed at that. It's, you know, I don't even really look at the fact that Troy killed Maya off. That, like, that's what bothers me the most. It's just the fact that they killed Maya off, especially in such a pathetic manner. It's just like, why? That's more aggravating to me, you know.
Always nice to get resupplied.
It's just not justified. Like, she deserved way. Like, if they were gonna send her off, they should have sent her off
Always room for more loot.
in a way that, like, they did Scooter. Did you ever play Life is Strange? Seen episode 4 where they found the body in the junkyard. Maybe. Oh my goddamn Izo. I actually have not. I've seen somebody play a little bit of that game, but I have yet to experience it myself. I don't know if I will.
All right, we got guns.
Those kind of games, it really depends for me. Because it's more story oriented, I think, isn't it? So it really depends. It depends
Never
for me.
have enough stuff.
Like, I enjoyed Tales from the Borderlands because it took place in the Borderlands universe.
Always nice to get resupplied.
If it was anything else, I probably wouldn't have cared too much about it.
This'll help.
I bet. It's not like I have anything against those kind of games. I just,
Armaments here.
I'm sure that they are very, very good. I mean, I'm sure the popularity is justified,
Always room for
especially
more
with
loot.
a game like Life is Strange. But it's just not my cup of tea.
All right, we got guns over here.
Alright. This is probably going to be the last armory run, by the way.
This'll help.
Before we call it. Why? Let's like unequip the neutrino. Dumbass. Um,
Always nice to
trying to
get
think of
resupply.
something else interesting to talk about. I really don't have anything.
Always room for more.
Apparently they're gonna announce the next Borderlands 3 DLC soon. Talk more about the Iridian takedown that they're making.
Armaments here.
Which is pretty cool. I still need to play
Never have enough stuff.
the other takedown that they made. The Malamon one.
Always nice
Because
to
I like
get
the idea
resupply.
of the raids. You know, I just wish the game also had, you know, the raid bosses. Like, you know, the raids do of course come with raid bosses, but like, I just miss also having just raid bosses. You know, like I love having the raids, but
Always room for more.
just the bosses too, on top of the raids themselves, would be great. I just liked being able to go in and just fight this boss and, you know, not do like an entire raid.
All right, we got guns over here.
I just liked the, you know, what do you call that?
This'll help.
Like how, depending on your setup anyway, like how quick you can take out some of those raid bosses.
Always nice to get resupply.
And I just have had a lot of memories and, you know, fond memories farming raid bosses, like in this game, especially with Cromrax.
Always room for more loot.
But again, the fact that they have like an entire zone that you can go through, like that is definitely a welcome idea for this game. I actually kind of always wanted this game to have that, but it just sucks that they went in favor of like specifically doing those and then just kind of decided to
We
cut
got guns over here.
raid bosses as like a separate thing.
You never have enough
Like I wish there was
stuff.
both. I know it's probably too much to ask for. I killed Cromrax without dying.
This'll help.
Nice. Like without the ledge glitch,
Armaments here.
I presume. I regret making a video with the ledge glitch. I really do. I mean, I wouldn't say I regret it, but I shouldn't have had that be my how to farm Cromrax. Like my method for how to farm Cromrax. Like it should have just been a separate thing itself, but 'cause yes, I used to use the ledge glitch
Guns over here.
like a little pussy. And it's okay if you use it because the game has it. Like it's, you know, I don't judge. But I just wish
Always nice to get
you know,
resupply.
it's mainly the fact that I my video on how to farm Cromrax was with that old Needhog. I don't know if that's any good. It looks pretty decent. Just the fact that we got a Needhog though. Not good. Damn it. It is a neat hog. Even if it's trash, it's still pretty special. I also wish Borderlands 3... Yeah, exactly. Yeah, rarer than anything Borderlands 3 has offered. I wish, you know, that's one thing I liked about this game too, is that while you have, you know, like there's legendaries that are more common than others. Like the Hyperion legendaries are the most rare legendaries you can get in this game. And that's so cool. And then you have like, you know, Tior, which have some of the most common, like the Equalizer, you know, shit like that.
Armaments here.
Oh, Cyclops. Yeah, I personally like that
Alright,
system.
We got guns over here.
And it kind of reminds me of how, you know, TC, like how you mentioned with Borderlands 3, how with a lot of those world drops that you know you get, it just it seems like it's a lot of the same legendaries. You know, this game, you also get that, but like
Always nice to get resupplied.
the difference is I feel like the rarity, you know. Like some are more like they're intentionally more rare, you know. I'm not really sure about Borderlands 3 though, and how the drop rates are, but I feel like,
Never have enough stuff.
you know, it probably has a different system. I could be wrong though, you know, this is my assumption, but I just like the way that they did it in this game.
This'll help.
You know, because you do get a lot of the same legendaries in this game, but it's just the way they did it. And also just the whole part system, you know. Just it adds a lot of an incentive. Jesus Christ, I can't even English right now. It adds a lot more of like an incentive to farm, you know. In my opinion. So anyway, I think without further ado, I'm probably just gonna call it here. I feel like that's, you know, it's a good place to stop. Did a few armory runs, more than I originally planned. I was not even sure what I was gonna do. I just decided like on stream, like, oh yeah, this is what we'll do, and we just kind of just went with the flow essentially. Did you ever play Hitman Contracts? I never actually played through the entirety of Hitman Contracts. That's one I need to go back and play, but I love the Hitman series to death. I love Blood Money. I played Hitman 2, like the OG, you know, and I love the new Hitman 2, like the rebooted series or whatever. Absolutely love the new games. Put a lot of hours on the new Hitman 2. It's one of my favorite games, actually. Just yeah, I love the Hitman games. But I never did really play much of Contracts. It does have a darker tone to it though, I think, which makes sense why it would give you nightmares. It kind of gave me nightmares, which may have been why I never really played the game as much as the others. But they are up there, yes, with the rarest legendaries. I consider them to be more like a pearlescent though. Did you make a video of the top 10 rarest items? I could. You know, as for video stuff, like I may still do videos once in a while. There's no guaranteeing it. And what videos I'll do, it really just vastly depends. I probably won't do the guide stuff, like maybe a top 10 once in a while. stuff like that. I don't think I'll do like the weapon guides because those would mean I need to be more consistent. I don't want to just throw like a short little weapon guide out there like once every like 5 months or something. I don't know, just something ridiculous like that. I just think that's kind of stupid. Like there's no way in hell I'm ever going to get through all the legendaries. Like I'd rather be more consistent if I were to do that. Anyway, so if I did do video, like, you know, if I decide to do any videos on my YouTube, which is probably, you know, something that's going to happen, like, you know, there's some ideas I've been meaning to push out. You know, things that I've really wanted to do. So, you never know. Again, no guarantees right now, because I'm not sure when I'm going to do that, but it's just whenever I feel the need, you know, or the want to do a video, then I'll do a video. That's just kind of how I'm going to work it. But that is a thing. Thanks for the suggestion, though, Zillis. Anyways, that's probably going to be it for the stream, guys. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for watching. I think this whole restream thing is working out. I think it's, you know, I don't think I've had any issues with it, the stream. The issues mainly stem from me just being an idiot. Like the fact that I accidentally turned off my mic, and then right after that, accidentally turned off the in-game sound. I don't know what I was thinking, but yeah, as far as just technical difficulties, you know, there hasn't been any, so we'll probably keep going like this for future streams. We'll just keep doing the restream thing, you know, and it's still something I gotta get used to, like, you know, figuring out how the bots, you know, I'm gonna get Nightbot to run on both channels without overlapping, which I think is just as simple as just putting Nightbot in my other channel on YouTube, and yeah, just try that out, see if, you know, we can get it to run on 2 channels at the same time. But you know, there's other concerns, other things that I'll eventually fix, but I think we got the base, you know, for this down. I think it's, for the most part, set up. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for coming by and helping me test this out. I'll probably be back later this week, probably this weekend. And I'll probably start a new game. That, or I'll maybe do some Borderlands with TCD if he's down. Do something. So we'll just have to see, but I'm more than likely going to start another new game and then just continue Doom Eternal off stream, you know. So I wanted to let you guys know about that, in case some of you are wondering, you know, where the Doom Eternal playthrough is. But again, I'm not 100% sure on that yet, so I'll let you guys know in the next stream. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll hopefully catch you on the next one. Take care. Peace out.